Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Alex Castillejos here in Just Be Blessed. And that's right, it's the new year, 2020. And Happy New Year if I haven't seen you or haven't talked to you. But thank you so much for to be here and spend time a little time. I'm so sorry we're supposed to be, to be go live at 6 o'clock. But let me tell you, technology, and sometimes when they tell you the thing, update, sometimes don't push that button, okay? They're gonna give you, that's not gonna be good. But today, I'm so excited that brother Pedro Rivera is gonna be sharing his testimony, sharing his story about how he lost, I think maybe like 65 pounds. And when I met him, through social media and Instagram a couple years back, I believe, a couple years ago. Uh, uh, this guy was very motivating and doing exercise and all the stuff and keep going. And I was like, well, I'm gonna follow this guy, right? And a little bit of friendship over here, over there. I asked him, I was like, hey, brother, now the new year is coming, and sometimes we need that motivation. And I said, you know what, you're the one. I want to invite you and you share your story, and please, kind of like help us, give us a good motivation to start a year and to be healthy. Healthy is very good. And we don't gonna waste more time. How you doing, brother Pedro?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, Alex?
A little stressful, but I'm here.
I know how it goes. Technology is always such a nightmare, but hey, we got it going, right?
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much for your time. And like I said, I really appreciate you taking your time or your busy life. Sometimes we had crazy lives like right now, 20 minutes later of this technology. It was just one button. Seriously,
I
just to
know.
click, and I'm like, are you
That's
kidding
all it
me?
takes sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start. When you were in maybe you're growing up, or no, you were have problems with weight, or how maybe the culture. It looks like you're Hispanic.
Well, so honestly, I've always been thin. As I was growing up, they actually call me flaco in my family
Okay.
because I was always the skinny one, right? When I like 13 or 14, I actually got a little overweight. My mom got concerned about it, but she took me to the doctor. The doctor says just he's fine, he'll grow out of it, and I did. As I turned into my 16, 17 years of age, I
Hmm.
got thin again. I was really slim. Um, but we do grow up in a Hispanic culture where you eat all kinds of goodies, right? You're talking
Hmm.
about torta, the vitamin T we call it, tortas, tacos,
Tamales.
right? Tamales,
Yeah.
tlacoyos, you name it, anything
Like.
with the T. Oh, good, they're so delicious, right? And
Yes.
so we grew up with this idea that if you don't eat good or a lot, that you're not
Mm-hmm.
healthy. As a matter of fact, people say if you're not chunky, you're not healthy. I remember hearing that from my
That's true.
cousins and
Hmm.
uncles and saying, hey, he's chunky, he must be healthy, right? Because he has a lot of food and he's always being taken care of. But I didn't realize that, as I started getting older, I turned into my 20s and into my 30s, and I became literally obese, right? You're talking about not just regular weight, not overweight, but obese, which is on the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And that's scary, brother. That's
Mm.
scary to the point where I couldn't play with my kids.
Mm.
My knees were hurting pretty bad, high blood pressure, borderline diabetic. It was bad. I weighed 220 pounds, and I was just not happy, at
Mm.
all.
And
Um,
sometimes the you height it doesn't help either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm 5'7", right? So
Okay.
5'7", 220 pounds is not. It's not a good weight at all.
Hmm. Yeah.
I definitely needed to lose some, and I didn't know what to do, and I just kept doing the same old story. Sometimes I will eat lettuce and whatever salads, and
Hmm.
I thought that was the way to go. It really didn't work. What I realized is that I really didn't take care of myself. I didn't really care for myself,
Hmm.
and so I just didn't do anything that would last long enough to be able to take care of myself, and in the
Hmm.
process be able to take care of those that my kids, basically.
Yeah. So for like 20 years, you were maybe up and down in the weight, or it was for a long time. You're like, man, I'm fighting with this thing. Maybe you start going to the gym. In the beginning of the year, like now.
Oh, like everybody else. I'm telling you, I
Mm.
did a little bit of everything. I paid for a membership for 2 years, and I think I went 5 times out of the whole year.
Mm.
And it's embarrassing, but it's the truth. Most people do it. But most people lack the motivation or the support.
Mhm.
Sometimes your spouse or your friends or your brothers or sisters, they just make fun of you. You know, they don't really
Mm.
push you enough to do things like that. I know a lot of friends whose spouses make fun of them because they're trying to get themselves fit.
Mm.
They're like, "Why are you trying to get fit? You know what? You're always going to be the same, so it doesn't matter." And so, that's the case for a lot of people. So anyway, for close to 20 years, maybe a little bit less of that, I was not motivated at all to do anything for myself. Um, and so I just lacked the activity. I lacked the motivation to eat healthy. I lacked any of that stuff, and of course, it took a toll on my health, and
Mhm.
got me to where I was in my, I don't know, when I was like 28, 29.
Mhm.
It was not fun. It was not
Mm.
good.
Yeah. Uh, I know it's just. I'm gonna ask you when it was the moment that you say, you know what? I mean, I've been living this for like maybe like 10 years, so like up and down. You know what we're talking about, and it hits you. You know, sometimes maybe it was not really bad or something, but it hits you like, you know what? Maybe you get up that morning, you're like, oh, I want to be somebody else different. You know, I want to be healthy, or I want to lose weight. I want to look like the guy, on TV or magazine or something like that. You know, I mean, that's reality. And let me tell you
Right,
guys, I know you guys watching right now, and I want to bring testimonies. I've left in messages, I mean, it's no kind of like raw, but it's serious. It's serious, the
right,
truth. And I don't, I just want to, tell people like, hey, just tell something good. I would say,
right.
no,
No,
I
it's the
mean,
truth.
let's talk. And this is life. I mean, seriously, you can talk
Exactly.
to brother Pedro right now. This is life. He's driving in the car, and it's like, bro, this is life, man. I mean, let's
Oh
do
yeah, this
this.
this is as laugh as it gets.
That's right.
On the
So,
road, driving around. Yep, definitely.
and thank you
Um,
so
I,
much, for your sincerity. But I really want to know what was the moment that hits you. Like, okay, maybe I went to the doctor and they say, hey, you know what, you're the beginning of some disease, and you need to really pay attention, doing a little exercise, lose some weight, or something else. And
sure,
let
sure,
me.
sure.
Go ahead.
So the thing that really hit me. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to get my phone to like
Sure.
cooperate with me.
Yeah, no problem.
So really, what happened is I realized that my kids were growing up without their dad being there for them. Right.
Hmm.
I got too tired of chasing after them, and they were little, right? They were like, I don't know, 5 and 7. I mean, they were young,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember them wanting to play with me soccer or whatever, and I just couldn't do it. My knees hurt too much. They were like, "Dad, come play with us." Like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't because I'm too tired, or I'm too, mentally. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I just couldn't function right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, you know what? What kind of life is this? I wanted to be there for my kids,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, I never really thought about myself. I always thought about just them
Mm. Interesting.
and growing up. And then I didn't never thought about if I'm not there for them, then who's gonna be there for them, right? And so it finally hit me when I thought about myself. A lot of people think that's selfish. That's like, I'm focusing too much on Pedro instead of my kids. Well, if I don't take care of myself, who's gonna take care of the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one. And so that's when it hit me that I needed to be healthy for my kids so that when they grew up, they can actually appreciate their dad, right? And then, so, I mean, that's really when it happened, when I thought about that I needed to be there for them. So then I needed to take care of myself
Mm-hmm.
without feeling guilty about being selfish.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And I have some people have been, putting comments over here. People that are watching, and they're so welcome to make a comment or maybe ask a question or something
Sure.
for here, brother Pedro. Here, Mikey Jenny said we were talking about the tea, right? He said tostadas.
Don't forget, you can't forget the tostadas.
Forget tostadas. And also he was saying, in Daniel chapter 1, verse 15, and this is the end of the 10 days, they counted as appearance, and they were fatter, they're interesting.
Healthier.
Yeah, healthier, yeah. Um, and also he makes a comment, Mikey. And by the way, Mikey's going to be sharing his testimonies. And the end of the show, I'm going to be showing, or maybe later, the next show, next week. Mikey Jane is going to be sharing his testimony here live and just be
That's
blessed.
awesome.
And we're going to be talking about later about him. But he said that it's very sad that there's some people um, made fun about other people, trying to be healthy, but that's true,
That's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is a sad reality. Like I said, I was I definitely didn't feel blessed when I was in that shape, and
Hmm.
so the time when I started to feel blessed is when I took care of myself. When I
Mm.
honestly, I didn't really do anything for myself until I realized that, and then I actually started working with a company called Beachbody. Someone introduced me to them.
Mm.
A friend from church actually.
Mm.
She was a coach through them, and she said like, why don't you try Beachbody, which basically Beachbody offers, like videos, like exercise videos and nutrition plans and things like that. That
Hmm. Hmm.
it's like the complete package, right? And
Yeah.
so I thought, yeah, it's one of those gimmicks again where you're just gonna, spend your money and it doesn't work.
Hmm.
Well, let me tell you, brother, it worked.
Really?
after
Yeah.
after doing their videos and doing their programs
Yeah.
and doing their meal plans and their shake and I mean the whole package,
Mm.
I lost
I have
those
a picture.
65
I'm sorry to
pounds.
interrupt, but
Yeah, go for it.
I have a picture that you share with me. Well, it's in your Facebook, but
Right.
I guess everything is if it's
It's
in the
shared.
internet.
It's up for grabs.
So I have a picture that I don't know,
That
245 or
was
225 or something.
that was 220. Yeah, 220, and that was
220.
back in 19. What was that? 2009 actually.
Oh, really?
Went on vacation to Santa Barbara, and I was showing my muscles,
Wow. Okay.
more like my masa. I was showing my masa. That's what I was showing,
And
and yeah,
uh
that was
huh.
bad.
Uh huh. So, uh, please tell us when you decided, like, you know what, so you tried that program, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I tried the program. First, I was skeptic about their shake. I was like, I'm not going to even worry about it. I tried doing their P90X program, which a lot of people have heard of it. P90X, Tony Horton,
Mm.
Beachbody, and they think they're tough. Those works are tough. They are tough, but they're modifiable for everybody. So I tried that for 90 days, and I lost my first 25 pounds. Uh, that was in 3 months. And then I thought, well, let me try their shakes and their meal plans, see if it makes a difference. Well, in the first month, I lost 15 pounds, right?
Wow.
So overall, I lost those 3 months. I think I lost like another 20 pounds total. So I was pretty close to losing all of my weight in those 6 months.
But you were going to the gym, or just
I was doing
eating?
everything at home. See, that's the cool thing with this program is that I didn't have to go anywhere. I had dumbbells at home that I could use. I had a space to do my exercises and a DVD player to play my videos.
Mm.
So all I really had to do was make a mental switch and decide, do I really want this for me? And I just showed up every day. Kind of like people make an appointment by going to
Interesting.
the doctor, right? And they say, I have a doctor's appointment. They don't miss it because then they'll know that they'll never know if they're sick or not sick or whatever, right?
Mm.
Well, I decided to make an appointment with myself every day for those 90 days. That was with my meals. That was with my
At home.
exercise at home. There was a few times where I did go to the gym,
Hmm.
but people get intimidated by the gym. Those buff guys out there,
Hmm.
they probably know more than I do. They're probably looking at me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm.
So anyway, so after I did that to myself, I actually got inspired. I became a personal trainer. I fell in love with fitness. Honestly, I fell in love so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
with
yeah,
it that I thought, how can I bless other people after God has blessed me with such a tremendous program?
yeah.
And so I decided to certify myself and be able to help other people. I also became a nutrition specialist. I also became, like I said, a personal trainer, a group exercise fitness instructor, and just figure other ways to be able to help people as much as possible
Yeah,
and
and
be
I
able
have
to
a
bless them.
picture, because if we don't share pictures, I mean, that's the whole motivation part, right?
Exactly.
So
That that's see that.
I
Go
have a
for it. Go for it.
picture. I mean, what a difference, right? I mean, come on.
That belly's gone, my man. Yeah. No.
I
So
mean,
I always tell people to take pictures. All of my clients, I take their pictures for them. And if
mm,
they don't want to share their pictures with me, I always tell them to take them themselves because a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? If people can see it, forget about people. If you can see the difference, you're going to believe it.
that's right.
And trust me, I'm a believer.
Uh-huh. I'm sure, and I mean, now brother Pedro, I mean, he's enjoying life. I mean,
That's right.
he's happy,
That's right.
I
That's
mean,
right.
that's what I'm
I
talking about. I mean, but it was. it was a sacrifice. I know we can talk about. I mean, you lose weight, blah blah blah. But let me tell you, I mean, sometimes it can be a huge sacrifice, right?
That's right. Oh, it is. But at the end of the day, like if you realize that that sacrifice or that investment, I like to think of it as an investment in your health,
Mm,
is going to pay off so many ways because you're going to be able to not only be there for your in my case my kids, right? But
mm-hmm.
now I'm also able to be there for other people. Like on one of those pictures you shared, going to Mount Nebo, which is a few miles climbing up in really extreme height,
Yeah,
which I used to be afraid of heights. God also helped me with that and blessed me not be able to afraid of those things. And then I also took a group of people up there, and now they're doing it on their own. I don't have to be there with them anymore.
oh, that's
Like,
kind of cool.
yeah, being a blessing to them, and that's one of the things that I've been able to use, kind of like this ministry. I think of it as a ministry because I get to know a lot of people, right? I get to interact with them, and then if they want to hear about God, why not share it with them? If
Yeah.
they don't, I'm not going to shove it down the throat. But if they're willing to see how God blessed me, why not bless them with it as well? Right. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 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 for sure. And I remember watching some videos when you put it on Instagram and stuff like that. Uh, you were so excited, not just for what happened to you, getting up in the morning or at nighttime, whatever, doing the exercise, eating well, but you want to share that to your community. And I remember
That's
you
right.
were like, I don't know, you would rent a place or something like that, but I remember you like, come on, invite you maybe family members or friends or something like that. And I mean, there's a lot of pictures in your profile, and I'm like, I mean, I didn't ask you if I can share this, but I mean, if it's in his Facebook, might as
If
well
it's on
share it, right?
Facebook, it's shareable, right?
That's right. So I have a picture here. I mean, you invite friends.
That's right.
I don't
That's
know
right.
where is that, but I'm saying the whole point is like you share with other people. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna look so good, here in my house, my wife or my kids or something. No, I say I want to share with the community, and
That's right.
please tell us about the community part.
Yeah, of course, of course. So, I guess kind of like to finish off with the community part. People are looking for leaders, right? People are looking for someone they can look up to, and I am privileged to be able to have a community of friends that
Mm,
um, they trust me with the information that I've been able to gather, and
amen.
be able to help them to show them that it is possible as long as you have a little bit of faith, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of encouragement.
Hmm.
And they saw my transformation. Most of them knew me when I was, extra chunky. And
Hmm.
once they saw my transformation, they're like,
Of
"Oh man, you
course.
were able to do it. I can do it too."
Mm-hmm.
And they see me different. They see how I can jump and do crazy moves. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I'll never be able to do it." My mom, who's 63 years old, she is able to do push-ups and squats and
Wait,
everything
wait, wait, wait,
in my
wait. No, no,
class.
no, 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 no. Come on, come on.
I'm
Okay, let
not
me tell
kidding
you
you.
guys. I mean, we're talking about the one person that he was 22. I mean, 220 pounds, and he
Right.
was like maybe low in himself. Like, people look at me like that, whatever. Just the transformation of one person. That's the beauty thing. I mean, that's why I want to invite people. Just one person. It takes
Right.
just one person,
That's
and
right.
how we can bless other people
That's right.
with God's help. Of course, with health and everything like that.
Right.
But we
Right.
talk about the one person helping the other family members. I mean, your precious mom. I mean, it's your mom. So when you
Exactly.
see that your mom is doing it and losing weight, her health
Health.
back, stuff like that. How do you feel? I mean, seriously, you're like, man, I gotta get up in the morning. I'm gonna keep going because I want to share it just for my family members. But we're talking about community.
Exactly. That's it. Every time I see a life transformed and their smile in their face after. I mean, trust me, nobody wants to smile after a class, but I always make them smile. As a matter of fact, part of my class I say, if you don't smile, it doesn't work. And so every time they see me, don't forget to smile because they know that if they don't smile, it doesn't work. So you got to enjoy what you're doing as
Mm.
much as exercise is enjoyable.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. And I have another picture when I think I believe right now you're fitness coach or something, or what's
Sure,
it called?
I'm a personal trainer
Oh,
now,
personal
right?
trainer. Okay,
Right.
so I saw a picture there.
Yeah, so this right here happens to be a few years back, actually.
Oh, really?
This is with my team of coaches. We go through the company Beachbody, and so all these people right here, we help people together.
Mm-hmm.
We basically get together and we talk about ways to help people and the new programs that we come up with. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. It's a big community of thousands and thousands of coaches through Beachbody
Okay.
that we use their programs to be able to help people lose weight, feel better about themselves, and just have a new lifestyle altogether.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah,
I, I mean, I was not preparing myself to promote this thing, but it seems like they're
I
really
know.
good. I mean, I
They're
don't
good.
mind. I mean, nobody pays me, you know what I'm saying? So,
I
uh,
know. I know.
if
Well,
so, is it all over the United States, or is it just in Texas or
no, it's
California where we
this
can
is
find
all
that?
over United States, Canada, and UK. That's where we basically work with people all over those places.
Oh,
I
sounds
mean,
good.
I don't promote it.
Mhm.
I'm not here to promote them.
Of
I'm here
course.
to promote health and fitness.
Sure.
But I'm telling you, they're the ones that changed my life. God helped me find these people through a mutual friend through the
Hmm.
church, and she transformed her life as well. She was able to help me transform my life, and now I do the same thing for others with them, or through my personal trainer, or just being able to share something on Facebook or regular social media. I mean, it's pretty amazing how many people you can reach through social media.
Hey, you reach me, I mean, just to follow you and stuff like that, and think about, maybe I haven't do the very good exercise.
It's not your time yet, brother. But when it's your time, it's gonna happen. It happened to me, years later. But it's really just up to you
Mhm,
to decide. You know what?
mhm,
Today's my time, because it's not like
mhm,
it's gonna be the perfect day and the perfect month. Be like, okay, I feel great now.
mhm.
It's just a matter of today is the day, and don't wait until Monday. Today is what? Sunday. Start today. Today is Monday. To whatever day it is, start that day and make that your first time, and that's it. End of story.
Wow, great, great. I really, that's why I want to invite you, because to start a
Okay.
new year, I mean, we want to hear something motivation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, I mean, all the goodies. We enjoy. Holiday stuff like that.
Of
But
course.
today's a new day, right? I mean, who
That's right.
cares
But
if it's January the 6th, right? I mean, let's keep going.
exactly.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Exactly. And if you fail, get back up. I mean, don't worry about it. Like, people always get afraid because it's the holidays and they overeat and they whatever.
Mm.
You know what? You already did it. Who cares? Get up and start again. I mean, and don't kill yourself with like only spinach and lettuce and I don't know what people eat, crazy diets. Don't
Hmm.
do that. Just eat good portions,
Hmm.
exercise daily, drink plenty of water, sleep well. Don't forget your prayers, and that's it. Off you go.
Of course, and God is good, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's good.
I mean, it's really that simple, brother.
See,
It's really that simple.
and you know what? I mean, I just want to share with people. If you want to eat,
Tamales,
potatoes,
tortas.
or whatever, I mean, if you want to be vegan and all that stuff, I mean, that's great. That's pretty good. But brother over here is like, what? Sometimes if you overthinking, the whole
Yeah,
message,
you're never gonna start.
yeah,
Never gonna
there's,
start. Might as well get started with something simple and go
yeah.
from there.
Okay. Uh, okay. We see that. I'm gonna share that. Oh, another, because let me tell you, pictures. How do you say that?
They tell a
Uh,
thousand words.
that's right. That's right. So I'm gonna share with you guys. I mean, one more time, because I want to see that picture once again. I mean, come on. Do you see that? I mean, do you see the other guy? I mean, I know one of you a little. I mean, overweight. I mean, you were smiling, but over here and this side, I mean, you were smiling. Like, that's
That's
right.
right.
You know,
It's been
if
a
I can
big
do it, you
blessing,
can do
brother.
it too, right?
It's a big blessing that I've received, and I want to share with the people that are willing to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then those people share with others, and then everybody gets healthy, and then off we go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm so just seriously. I have this picture huge over here, so I'm like, man, I want to be
Right.
like that, right? I got a few, 20 something to go, so yeah.
No worries. Hey,
Okay,
man, like I said, it just starts
yeah,
as soon as you're ready, and off we go. That's it.
yeah,
And if anybody needs any kind of help or advice, they can always reach out to me. I'm more
yeah.
than happy to help them out. Be
Uh,
happy to.
that's great. So I have another question.
Sure.
I know that this thing, it helps physically. Of course, I mean, you see that. 65 pounds, of course, and
Right.
health and everything. I want to ask you something.
Sure.
What about feelings? Because sometimes because you were saying in the beginning. Well, I was kind of like more, focused on my family, my kids, and it's wonderful. But sometimes we don't think about ourselves,
Sure.
and I don't think so. It's that bad situation because sometimes who's healthy. You think about I'm working for my family. I'm doing this for my wife or for my parents or for the church or for community or whatever. But my health is really messed up. But
Right.
also our feelings about sometimes you self you
You
look in the
feel
mirror,
down.
kind of like, oh, I'm chunky, kind of like,
Hmm.
hiding things. I mean, I'm sure now, I mean, you feel, look in the mirror, so like, now you feel confidence.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't
So
know. Ooh, I want to hear from you.
sure, sure, sure. So most people don't realize that exercise is the best antidepressant you can have, right? You
Mhm,
don't have to go to the doctor to get antidepressants. You go and you get out and you walk or run or lift some weights or go punch a punching bag.
mhm,
It'll remove that depression almost immediately. And I've been a testimony of that. I mean, my entire life, feeling pretty down about myself and
mhm,
not feeling healthy and all that stuff, and feeling pretty depressed about it. Exercise, just a simple that doing some simple exercises, made a huge difference. So I urge people to start walking 5 minutes a day,
mhm,
5 minutes. And then the next day do 10, and the next minute do 15, until you're not even going to feel it. You're going to enjoy it because it feels so good. It makes you feel happy.
mhm. Totally, totally. Okay, you guys. The final thought. I know it's gonna be quick or something like that. This testimony, but I just wanted to not to be too long, kind of
Right,
short but powerful. Sometimes we want that give me the meat and
right.
and let's do it right. And that's what I want to share with you guys about this testimony of Pedro Rivera. And he said, I didn't say that. He said that if you guys have any questions or just to say hi or just like let's talk about health or something like that, he's so willing of helping. So that's really good. I mean, he said invitation. I didn't say that. So that's great. That's great. Thank you so much. Maybe we can share maybe your email or some social thing that maybe they can contact you and your Instagram
Sure,
or something
sure.
like that.
If they want to reach me on Instagram, it's pistol.fitness, or if they want to reach me on my personal live page, it's pedro.fitness, or my Facebook profile,
Okay.
Pedro Rivera,
Okay,
which
so
you
maybe
can add it on there.
I will put the information here in the comments.
Sure,
So
sure.
this video also is gonna be on YouTube. This
Okay,
video is gonna be in YouTube, and all the information is gonna be down there the description of the video also.
perfect.
So you can follow brother Pedro, and you can get the motivation because let me
Yeah,
tell you,
sure,
he's
sure.
like keep going. He's go getter.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You just go
Okay.
get it done, and keep people smiling.
Okay, that's great. Your final thoughts. I know we were talking about this and all the stuff, and just can you wrap it up the whole thing about your experience and maybe people out there that are gonna be watching this video and said they want to hear something.
Sure,
So whatever
sure,
your experience is and motivate something, can you please share with you?
sure. Yeah, of course.
Share
So,
with us the last final thoughts.
final thoughts. All right. So, the only thing I can tell you guys, don't let people make you feel down. Like I said, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be anybody, and they're gonna make you feel bad. Even yourself, you're gonna doubt that it's possible. Everything is possible as long as you never quit. That's it. Don't stop. And if you fail at some point, you're only going to learn from it. Get back up and keep at it. If you don't know how to eat, if you don't know what exercise to do, find a professional that can help you, like
Mhm.
myself. And there are thousands out there that we can definitely help you choose what's right for you. Just whatever you do, don't don't stop. Like keep going. Do something different. Movement is the key. If you keep moving, you're going to continue to be healthy. Simple, guys. Very simple.
Was blessed. I mean, seriously, I know it's a short
Good.
video, but I was blessed just to hear from him, brother Pedro, his testimony. I mean, that's a testimony. I mean, 65 pounds, and we were talking about. And please share this link to other people. And like I said, he's gonna be sharing with us, the link, all the information, and just following Instagram and on Facebook and all the stuff that he was saying. And he's so happy to help you guys out.
That's right.
Share the way or stuff like that. So thank you so much, brother. I know you want to go. You kind of like you want to leave. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you taking time to share your testimony here in Just Be Blessed. And I will see you later, brother.
It was a pleasure to be here. I was definitely blessed as well, brother. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. I just want to share with you guys this quick testimony and give you motivation about this starting a new year, a new you. That's what he was saying. And the information is going to be down there in the comments and the scripture of the video. And let me tell you, next week, that's right, save the date. Next week is going to be another testimony. And that's right, another testimony of Mikey Jenny. He's over here making comments, and he loved, testimony. And right here, brother Mikey Jenny is gonna be next week sharing his testimony. I mean, just to see the picture, and I'm like, that's right. I mean, that's the power of the gospel. Okay, next week, January the 14th, is Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time here in the United States, California, Oregon, Washington, this area, at 6 p.m. here in Just Be Blessed and Facebook Live. Mikey Jenny, we want to hear. I cannot wait. Seriously, I cannot wait just to hang out with brother Mikey, and he's gonna be sharing his testimony. If God can change life, and he said that I'm living proof, and I cannot wait. I mean, seriously, you better save that date or share that link later on. And don't forget, I mean, we're in YouTube, Just Be Blessed on YouTube. We have more testimonies, and don't forget to subscribe. And that'll be so awesome if you make that like button, like the videos, and share some comments, and share those videos. Share the videos. And like I said, this is a live show. And by the way, Mikey Jenny, he said, "Who's that guy?" Thank you for your support to being here. And remember, this is Just Be Blessed Live. And my name is Alex Castillejos, sharing people's testimonies and uplifting messages on how God is good. All right. And don't forget, just be blessed. Bye-bye.